Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network. I am your host, LaRon Dawkins, and back with me are my beautiful co-hosts, the one and only, the mad pharmacist, Stephanie Klimov.
Good evening. I love your shirt, but it has sleeves today.
Yeah. I know. I just want to do something different. It is skin tight, though.
I know. I can see those muscles.
And also back alongside me, as always, is the Boss Rush boss man himself, Mr. Corey Deering. Dude, what's good?
Hello. LaRon and I just had an intimate episode of the Boss Rush podcast. It was very nice.
And you excluded me from it.
We
did.
sure
Oh,
did.
please. I saw on the other screen how much fun you and the ladies were having. Okay.
Stephanie.
LaRon's trying to make me name that episode the Lady Boss Slumber Party.
Okay, so Stephanie, all I gotta tell you is like the nerd boners were bonering so hard on our show that
all I'm saying is that episode's probably gonna be our highest listened to episode of all time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, your show, not our show.
Yeah, no, our show is like
our show is not even,
two more nerdy dudes talking about video games. Pass.
I know our show's not even gonna attract like the horny game nerds. Like it's not.
No.
Well, LaRon, maybe if you wore no sleeves, that would be different.
I'm gonna have to just, you know what? I got some old ass t-shirts in my closet. I'm just gonna make a bunch of stringer tees, stringer tanks. You know, we're gonna see what's up. You know, I gotta do more. I gotta do more chest workouts though, because I gotta get that chest cleave that like the Arnold Schwarzenegger like the cleave down the middle of the chest. Like I get one of those.
You mean just cleavage, man cleavage? I don't know.
That sounds weird.
This quickly reminded me of it's a very quick story since you talked about girls talking about games and nerd boners and stuff. I was at my boyfriend's the other night and I was like multitasking. I was listening.
You gave him a nerd boner? I've played video games. I've played video games with your boyfriend, so not to objectify him or anything.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was listening to the writers' meeting, and what we were doing beforehand is he's playing Resident Evil Biohazard, and I was just watching him. And then he kept getting killed several times and got frustrated, so he just did his own thing while I was in the writers' meeting. And so he decided, I guess, to just check up on someone that was streaming a game, someone that he followed. And I don't know what the fuck game it is, but it was like a third-person looter shooter, but it was all these like women that had like essentially no clothes on, or like their armor was like just cut out and you could see like all this the side boob to it. And I was just the typical woman response, like, how could they actually defend themselves with armor like that? Like seriously, like they're running around in string bikini armor, and I'm like, this is bullshit, because I know there's waifu and husbando dirty games, but they are, as they advertise, they're husbando and or waifu games, and they go both ways. But games like these piss me off because they try to pretend we're like a real video game and we're shooting shit. But no, we're just having these big tittied anime girls running around. I don't know. I hate
Was it Galgun?
No, it was not.
Austin can tell you all about some Galgun.
It was not. I'll have to find the name of it, but I was just like, typical. Gamers are disgusting. He goes, you're a gamer. I'm like, yeah. Well.
That reminds me of like it was kind of like a meme, but it was more like a comic strip meme. So it was like how everyone's always complaining about like how armor and women's armor in video games, always like the most skimpiest shit, doesn't look like it would ever protect something. And like, what if you throw a man in one of those outfits? And it shows like the male character's like, I didn't realize I actually like this. I look so good in this right now. It's so freeing.
Well, good. Yeah, maybe I should make a game where men in banana hammocks are running around shooting stuff. All right, so let's go.
Genital jousting is already a game.
As long as the banana hammock is made of vibranium, I don't think any man is going to complain.
Gotta protect the goods. Everything else is fair game.
Oh boy.
Hey, sorry.
Welcome back to Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, everybody.
Even though we talk to each other every day via text message and stuff, I missed you guys.
I know.
It's
It's just not the same in text message, you know?
I know. And
Sometimes
I know
sometimes
lately-
LeBron's phone doesn't get any of our text messages, you know? He thinks we're just ignoring him all day.
You guys and my boyfriend are never going to let me live that down, are you?
Just get an iPhone and you will not be excluded ever.
Because he actually brought that up today on our 18-month anniversary. He brought that up today. And I immediately smothered him so he would stop talking about
With
it.
your love.
Exactly. We're not at the point where I'm ready to kill him. Not yet.
Aw, that's when you know you made it. Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Yay. We finally got pics, by the way. He is real.
You guys,
Oh.
why were you doubting it?
I wasn't. I just like to mess with you.
No. You aren't the only ones that said, "Oh, he does exist." You know, and I was like, "Wait, I've been dating this dude for 18 months, and I have never shared a pic with. I know I at least shared the picture that I swiped. What is it? Swipe left, swipe right. I don't. Okay, yeah, swipe right. I don't. I'm getting old. Like I don't do the lingo. I'm more like a voyeur on these apps now. Like I have TikTok just to watch. You know, I do make it TikTok every now and then, but it's all lame and shit. You know, but like I'm just like a digital voyeur. Like ooh, that looks good. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, I like that. You know, yeah. So, but I cannot believe that I did not. That was the first time y'all seen a picture of him.
I think you sent one before, but
yeah.
I don't really remember.
Okay. All right. I was about to say, like, damn. Well, here's what I know for sure. Like, well, that picture that you guys saw recently, that's also the same picture that I've been sent, you know, because my clients, you know, at work are starting to ask me stuff because they know I am dating somebody and stuff like that. And they're asking me and all this stuff. So yeah, I started busting out that picture, and I told my boyfriend tonight, I was like, you know what? I started showing everybody that picture of you, and now everybody's in love with you, which means like you are never allowed to leave my ass. Like we are permanently together now, because like if we break up, everybody's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck did you do?
Oh no.
Like that's not how it's gonna be. So if you even think about breaking up with me, I know I sound toxic right now. If you even think about breaking up with me, you need to go like take a nap and think about it, because it's not happening.
Wow.
No, I'm not abusive in relationships. As a matter of fact, I'm always the one being abused.
In a good way or a bad way?
Both. Because I'm a people pleaser, so you know, like I kind of like make myself a little too vulnerable.
Okay.
And that's kind of bad, you know, to be 6'3", 240 pounds, and a people pleaser. You know, like yeah. That just means people are just gonna walk all over your ass.
Not that this is important or has anything to do with what you're telling us, Ron, because this is all fascinating. But I just want everybody. I want everybody to know that the Cavs are 6-1 for the first time since LeBron left.
All right.
The first and second time. And the Lakers are also 0-6, and this is the first time LeBron has been winless since his rookie season. Not that I'm gloating or anything, but I'm glad that the Cavs are good.
Are you one of the people that hated the fact that LeBron like left?
The first time, yeah. The second time, I didn't care. So, funny story. LeBron dunked on me in high school. That was fun.
Wait, what? You went to school with him?
No, his house is actually only like 10 minutes away from where I live.
Okay.
Whoa.
We played when I was a freshman in high school. We played St. Vincent St. Mary in a summer basketball tournament, and they needed players, so they called up some of the freshmen, and I was like, cool, I'll go. And I played one quarter, and he dunked on me, and I didn't play again. He was good.
Question.
He scored like 20 points in one quarter, and then he sat the rest of the game. So
Did Mario Party 2 drop on Switch Online?
yeah.
Okay,
One
that's
and
why.
two.
That's why there's nothing but streams on Twitch of it. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
They are warning. There's a warning on it too that says, "Please do not use the palm of your hand to play this game,"
Oh
because they
my
aren't
god.
sending out gloves anymore.
They're sending out what?
Gloves. No glove, no love. Am I right? Nah. Two of us failed at that.
Yeah, that's true. Actually.
I failed twice.
All right, so Stephanie, because we did not get a chance to talk to you in the last segment, like first of all, congratulations on Hunter Rank 2 and Monster Hunter. How's it feel?
I was so excited. I'm like, yay! I'm on my way. Just 499 more ranks till I'm remotely close to.
Hey, well, I haven't played Monster Hunter at all in the past week, so like your side of catching up is pretty good.
And because I earned level 2, now I can go on these missions in other landscapes than just the one that I've been doing forever. So it's now made it more interesting. These like different, like one's more of a desert like area, and I think one was like
the desert.
volcano.
I'm not mistaken. The desert, I'm not mistaken, is the biggest map, whereas the volcano is the one that you can get lost in the easiest.
Okay. So, and it's exciting because I get all the new material from the monsters, and now I can really look into either like my armor and also just upgrading my longsword. So, now it's starting to get a bit more exciting for me. Things are starting to open up.
My piece of advice, because you're not used to like these type of games, upgrade your armor first and then your weapon.
Okay.
Like it'll make it an easier time for you. Whereas if this was your boyfriend, I would tell him like upgrade his weapon first and then do his armor because every time we disconnected that night, like I saw the chops he had for playing the game, and I'm like, okay, like you got a handle on this, and stuff like that. So so that's my advice for you guys. And only because because you've admitted that like you're not the biggest gamer and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure Monster Hunter was probably a shock to your system, compared to. Because like I would say the closest game that probably even plays remotely like that would be either Breath of the Wild or Hyrule Warriors, depending on which way you look at those. So that's why I was making the advice I was. Whereas I know Mark, on the other hand, like he plays a diverse number of games and stuff like that. Because I think we were talking that one night about Diablo 3. So he's got the chops. Like Monster Hunter still has a learning curve though, and depending on who's playing, like the learning curve swings a different way.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So, and now that I don't know, I still haven't pinpointed exactly what I did to fix it, but now that I fixed the crash issue,
that's good.
Can keep playing.
Good. Well, I told Corey my gaming roadmap right now, so I'll tell you my gaming roadmap as it goes right now. I gotta finish Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. I'm almost done Uncharted 4 on there, which means I go straight to Lost Legacy, and then I continue and finish Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut.
Yeah.
And once that's done, then because God of War Ragnarok will be out, that means I have to power play through the original God of War game, the 2018 one. That would, because my roommate's going to buy the PS5 God of War Ragnarok, so I'm going to let him. I'm going to let him play that while I play the PC version of God of War. And by the time I beat that, he will have already beaten Ragnarok. So then I can play Ragnarok, and then that takes me right into the Callisto Protocol, which the Callisto Protocol happens in December, and then that takes me into Dead Space Remake in January.
Look at that.
So I have a roadmap, and if I play everything right, that means I will have 6 games beaten before the year turns 2023.
And pretty awesome games too. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, but this is Boss Rush After Dark, and we're here to talk about stuff that's not video games. So Corey, I think you got some patrons first to shout out to.
I do. You can support us over on patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. We have 2 tiers, the $1 tier and the $5 tier. $1 tier gets you early access to 5 separate shows. The $5 tier grants you early access plus a producer credit, a Patreon producer credit. which means we shot you out on this here program. So without further ado, our Patreon producers for this episode are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, my wife, Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, Rebecca Jewell, and our newest Patreon producer, Christian Skipper. Welcome to the Patreon, Christian.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah.
I want to thank all of our Patreon producers. I want to thank all of our patrons, and I want to thank all of our free listeners. Remember, all of our content remains free. Support us on Patreon. You get a few perks. If you do listen on free feeds, please leave us a 5-star rating or review. Share with your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, which some reason this show is getting a viewership's growing on YouTube, which is great. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, ring the bell, all those YouTube-y things.
Ding dong.
Yeah. Tell your friends about After Dark. Patreon's favorite show. That's all I'm going to say. Patreon's favorite show. All
That's
of
right.
Patreon.
Do it.
All
That's
of
right.
We just
Patreon.
got a bunch of pervs.
Yep. You guys just like the episode names.
Holes.
Yes, holes.
Holes
Our
forever.
most popular episode, by the way.
Mm.
Did you guys see the thumbnail I used for that episode, by the way?
Yes. Yes.
Just this big
How can we
gaping
not?
crater in the ground. It makes me laugh every time I see it. Oh, man. Anyways. Back to you, Laron.
All right. Well, guys, I have a topic, and depending on how people look at it, it might be a controversial topic or it might be a hilarious topic. So,
Might be both.
As you know, our favorite platform just got bought by somebody.
MySpace.
Wouldn't it be nice if MySpace had a resurgence? Wouldn't it be nice?
I would
it
welcome
did
it.
if you're a musician.
Is MySpace still around? I've never gone back to MySpace.
It's
I wonder if
it's an independent music website now, apparently.
Oh,
I know
really?
Justin Timberlake has some sort of ownership in it.
What?
okay. All right. Well, never mind then.
By the
He
way, speaking of social media platforms, I don't know if you saw, which I know we're about to talk about Twitter, but I don't know if you saw Jack Dorsey. You could sign up for his new social media platforms
Yes.
beta, which I did, called Blue Sky, because I'm interested. That's all.
Yes.
What's the basis for that?
It's basically just going to be another version of Twitter. But
Oh,
Jack
okay.
Dorsey was the CEO of Twitter before Elon Musk bought it. And
Oh,
from him.
okay.
And so,
Gotcha.
yeah. Good times. Anyways, go ahead, Laron. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you twice.
No. That's okay.
So,
Okay. So yes. So Elon Musk finally did the thing and bought Twitter, and it's been interesting to watch developments go with Twitter. But what I really want to ask you guys tonight is do you think Musk knew exactly what the fuck he was doing?
no.
I don't think so.
No, because he fired what? His CEO, his CFO.
He fired 4 influential people on the basically it's not the board of directors, but or is the board of directors? No, it's not the board of directors, but basically he fired the top of the food chain.
Yeah. And then he also, what did he do? He also fired their the person that makes sure the content isn't evil on Twitter, even though most of it is evil. What do you call that? I forget, but he fired
The
her,
moderator.
straight up.
He followed the content moderator.
Yeah, that person. Yeah. So that was cool. He's just all their board of directors is gone, their CFO, their CEO, their COO, their moderators, everything. He's just the one person now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I'm not making excuses for him at all. Is he trying to do the whole, I'm Elon Musk and I'm just going to shake things up, and the only way to do that is start fresh. I don't know.
I think that's part of it. But I also think that, like I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like the motherfucker wrote a check his ass can't cash. I'm gonna say that because like here's what it looks like. Okay, so he basically threw a ridiculous amount of money at Twitter in an offer to say I will buy you guys, and then Twitter was like, oh really? And Twitter played the game, right? They're like, we don't want to be bought, but at the same time, they're also like, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, $43 billion was the original offer, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like, first of all, do you think Twitter's worth $43 billion?
Look, if somebody offered me $43 for Boss Rush, I would sell it to them. Okay.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I will quit. I will quit that day.
There it is.
The look, I mean, what's the number, Laurent? What's the number?
No, I'm just the fact that you said you would sell it. I'm out.
Oh.
But okay, so Twitter was like, that's a lot of fucking money, guys. Like, yes, we'll take your offer. Like, they go into litigation, all the paperwork is signed, and then all of a sudden it was like this shuffle and dance from Musk trying to say, no, I don't. No, like you guys aren't doing anything favorable. I don't want to buy your ass and stuff like that. But the problem is, like, when you do some shit like that, people start signing papers and stuff like that. There's a legal precedent that comes into effect right there, and that's why Twitter turned around and sued his ass. When he said, no, I don't want to buy you, and he's come these bullshit ass reasons for why, like he didn't want to buy it. Number one being like they didn't disclose the amount of bots. I don't think Twitter knows how many bots there fucking are. First of all, so that was pulling some shit out your ass.
I mean, technically a bot is anything that's automated. So
yeah.
like technically, like all the people you follow, like Wario64 and Cheap Ass Gamer and stuff, like if you're looking for video game deals, those are considered bots because they're automated.
Yeah, they're automated. Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't know. And then, what's his name? Nibble quit Twitter because of all this too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Nibble also quit Twitter because like Nibble was trying to make it a revenue stream for themselves.
Right.
And yeah, it just didn't work out because I think Patreon was like the writing on the wall for them.
Right, but I mean that's a conversation for a different day. But I think he probably should have gone about it a different way, like the way that Wario64 goes about it. Like, get your affiliate links in order and make sure everything's automated and getting making sure your automation grabs certain tags and everything. Right, like that's I think he had the right idea. He just went about it the wrong way. But that can be a discussion for a different day.
Right. But yeah, so Twitter turns around and says, "Hey, we're taking your ass to court because like you just can't jerk us off and jerk us around like that, at the same time." To basically where they maneuvered Musk and saying, "Okay, guys, I'll give you your money and stuff like that." And then we see all this bullshit coming out, how like he's gonna fire 75% of the staff. Did he mean 75% of the people at the top? Because firing 75% of the staff without having like people ready that know the platform to get it to keep it running, that's a recipe for disaster right there and stuff like that. And ultimately, the problem is that now Musk is tied to 2-3 major things that basically control his fate. He's got Tesla, he's got SpaceX, and now he has Twitter. And guess what? When one of those 3 things isn't working right, the other 2 lose money as well. And guess what?
Mm-hmm. Well, you saw what he's trying to do with SpaceX and Tesla engineers, right? He's having them work like 60 to 80-hour weeks.
Yes.
And trying to reverse engineer Twitter to see how bots get in and are working. And it's like
why is he wasting that type of energy?
Well, it's not even just that. It's so SpaceX and Tesla, like their programming and their like networking stuff is all very similar. And so SpaceX and Tesla are very interchangeable in terms of engineers and stuff and how their coding and stuff works. Whereas Twitter is built on a totally different type of coding base. And so they're like they're trying to figure out what the coding base is first before they go in and try to figure out how to do all this. And it's like, they're really struggling to figure out what's going on.
Now, you know what's funny about that, though, is that isn't that something they should have been doing before the acquisition even happened?
Well, I mean, if they don't own it, they can't go in and see how it works, right? I mean,
yeah, that is true, but at the same time, you know, like if he was doing this shit correctly, you know, like he could have gotten this information prior to, you know, he instead of him being an asshat, like he typically tends to be, especially when it comes to social media, you know, he could have been talking nice and playing nice and not being a jerk, you know, about this shit. And guess what? The people who were responsible for Twitter at the time probably would have been a little more amicable towards playing ball with the guy,
right?
You know, but you know, like he wanted to act like, you know, he wanted to act like it was just I don't know, like this is like when you have like you have like that guy that graduates from college and he was like the football jock, and you know, like he was on the hot list to become like, you know, like the next best lawyer and all this shit, you know, and he gets the trophy wife. This is the way Elon Musk was treating Twitter. It was the trophy. It was a trophy, you know, the trophy partnership for him. And obviously, like, you know, like it's going to be interesting to see, you know, how long it takes before he gets divorced. Yeah. Because we know I'm not saying it's going to be anytime soon, but we all know like eventually Musk is going to put that shit up for sale.
Oh yeah, he's gonna dump Twitter. I
feel like dump it.
I feel like this is just like a shiny new toy to him, and then when he's done with it, he's gonna toss it aside, right? Like I honestly feel like this is the beginning of the end for Twitter, to be honest with you. And you know, I think that's okay, whatever. I mean, I feel like Twitter doesn't really serve any real purpose except for me anyway, to like, you know, I don't even have the Twitter app on my phone anymore. Like I have Hootsuite and Buffer that I use to automate my tweets, right? And
I need to get savvy with Buffer.
And so like what I do is like I'll spend like a couple hours going through our social media stuff on Buffer and on Hootsuite and tweet out stuff. And, you know, I don't even check Twitter on my phone. I check it on my web browser at work. And like when I come home, if I'm working on something, I might check Twitter once or twice just because like I'll have notifications and stuff that, you know, we're in so many group chats that I probably should answer one or two of them. Right. I mean, that's.
Wait, so because I signed up for Buffer, but I haven't like sat down like looked through it yet. Like, does Buffer manage all your social media?
It can. It like you can. It
bitch.
Has what I have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter hooked up to it. But you can also do like other social media platforms that I can't.
Oh my god! You know, I've been thinking about rebranding my Facebook so it reflects nothing but my streaming.
Just make a creator page, and you can run.
Wait, can it still be my same handle? Because I think my Facebook is also under Exodus 803 though.
Change it. Change your Facebook handle to your real name.
Oh no! My Facebook handle is my real name. Okay.
Yeah, and so. Yeah, so let me see. So like I use Buffer and Hootsuite for everything. I hardly ever check.
Look at all those half-naked pictures of me. Jesus Christ.
Huh? What?
I hardly ever check social media through anything, like through the apps themselves anymore.
That's good.
Yeah, which is why I feel like sometimes people feel like I ignore their requests because I just don't go to the apps themselves really anymore. Let's see. You can do add channels. You can have TikTok, Google Business Profile, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Shopify. So yeah, you can even do like TikTok and Instagram Reels through there now. So I've been thinking about doing the paid version for a while, but the free version allows you to connect up to 3 accounts and 10 posts per account you can pre-schedule for free. And then once those run out, you can post 10 more. Or like, you know, if you post 10 and then 3 go out on Monday, you can post 3 more for Thursday.
You got 3. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right.
It's really easy to use. My wife's been using it for her business for years.
And there's a mobile app for Buffer on the phones?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's okay. I prefer the web browser version because I think it's easier to see what you're looking at, especially if you want to add images to your stuff. Like, it's easier just to, you know, use that. But you can do it all through your phone.
All right. I'm gonna have to sit down and learn it.
Yeah. So.
God, this is like the first time I've been on Facebook in like a hot minute. And of course, like there's a whole bunch of memories and all this stuff. And I was like, my God, I was fat.
Oh, Laron.
I said that yesterday when I took a shower. My God, Laron's fat. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I mean, I did make a tweet though where I was like, you know, since Twitter is about to become this lawless hellscape, you know, do I have carte blanche now to start cursing out shitbag politicians without any repercussions? Because guess what?
I don't know. A bunch of white people feel the need to be throwing out the N-word. So
yeah,
why not?
Yeah. Because some of these motherfuckers need to be told about themselves. Yes, Ted Cruz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert. Who else? Glad fucking Michelle Bachmann's off of fucking, well, she doesn't matter anymore, you know, stuff like that. But I'm just saying, you know, like these are the people that I was like, we always said, like, it should be legal to like punch these motherfuckers in the face in the street. But guess what? If Twitter's going to be that landscape, let's go. Let's go, because I honestly feel like, you know, some of these people need to be put in check to the point where they realize, oh, I just can't be an asshole now because like a platform will protect my ass.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think Twitter will be gone within the next 5 years, and that's.
Don't say that, because I actually like Twitter. Twitter was the place I came to feel safe after the treatment I got on Facebook.
I mean, I was thinking about this today. There just needs to be a new social media platform that nobody hates yet. And so many people hate Facebook, so many people hate Twitter. Like Instagram, I guess, but it's not like the same as
I don't know. Doesn't everybody like TikTok?
Yeah. Instagram used to be a great place, but you know, like Instagram can't keep its shit together. You know, like Instagram started off as this place where you only saw content from the people you wanted to see content from. And now I scroll through Instagram and I have to think before I like double tap something to like it, because I'm like, am I following this person? I don't even know who the fuck this person is. I've never seen it post.
I mean, Twitter's the same way though. I get so many like promoted tweets and stuff towards me and stuff. Like, it's just
promoted tweets I don't mind, you know, and I also don't mind.
But it's like every 3 tweets or like
okay.
No,
you're probably seeing a little bit more than I am then.
The posts that annoy me the most is like, oh, LaRon follows this person, and like you didn't even like the post or anything. It's just like
it's just there.
Stephanie follows this person, so you're gonna see this. I'm like, maybe I don't like the same things that Stephanie does. You know, I mean, a lot of times I do, but like sometimes. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's
he's been lying to you this entire time. Yeah. He's never liked Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
hate it.
That's it. We're breaking up.
Well, I'm not the first woman to say that to me, so it's fine.
I swear, like I remember, like, and you know, like this is me being like all like innocent and you know like naive, like. Social media was honestly just supposed to be a place where, you know, I could talk to people, you know, I could like, you know, like let people know how like things were going in my life, and that was it. But there's been so much drama, like Facebook fucking, like everybody fucking weaponizes like the slightest thing I do on there, so I don't post it on there anymore. You know, Instagram is a place where, you know, you got to be reminded how lonely you are or how unsuccessful you're doing. And you know, like I don't mind, because like I mean, like in all honesty, like I use Instagram basically just to get like food ideas and thirst traps, you know. And Twitter And Twitter was the place where I could actually have real conversations. I've met some really cool people. I've actually met people in real life off of Twitter. I'm not going to explain like what level I've met them at, but met people in real life off of Twitter. And it's just, and you know, like I've out of all the social media experiences, including MySpace and all, you know, like I feel like I've had the most fun with Twitter because, you know, like it's still one of the places where I feel I can be real at, and you know, like I can get decent conversations. I can get you know, validation, you know, and you know, sometimes, you know, I can be the person that helps, you know, put, you know, like bring someone's day, like, you know, better aligned, you know, like get them on the right track, because ultimately I feel like social media was designed just to get people to talk to each other. And I mean, if we're gonna think about how like Zuckerberg and his one friend in college like pitched it, it was basically a way for people to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like a fucking shit show.
Yeah, absolute
and, you know,
dumpster fire.
And the sad part about it is, like, somehow, like, we, like, social media dominate our lives so much that we treat, like, dating apps like that, you know? Like, we treat, like, a social media. We treat productivity apps like Slack, Asana, all that stuff like it's fucking social media. Shit, like, there's, you know, shit, we even treat mobile gaming apps like it's fucking, like... I hear so many people say all the time, the only reason why I play this game is because I'm friends with this dude. That I've never met before. You know, like they live on the other side of the world, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And you know, like it's cool. It's cool and stuff like that, but you know, like I don't know, like I feel like sometimes like social media amplifies how lonely we really are.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe that's why I don't use it anymore, because I don't really feel
the real connection.
Yeah, I mean, I know podcasts are different than social media, but I'd much rather do this than like tweet at LeRon, "Hey LeRon, did you see the PlayStation VR is it can wipe your ass, because that's what the extra $50 you're using."
No, if it can wipe my ass, please tweet me that. I need to know.
You're gonna have to floss with that USB-C cable. That's all. That's about all the ass wiping you're getting.
I mean, it's VR, so I mean, are we getting a VR? We're getting a VR version of a bidet, right?
Yes, with real squirting action.
see. Are you sure? Is the VR's name Levin's?
I don't know. Can be whatever you want it to do for that amount of money. God.
Oh man. Yeah. So
for $550, that thing better do more than sit on your face.
Wow, Corey's on a roll. I'm loving it.
Yeah, at this point, it needs to have more than one orifice.
It's only got one hole, so you can't miss.
Come on, we're men. We always miss on the first try.
Yeah. It's fair. Oh, man. How embarrassing is that?
I was on Pornhub the other day.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
What?
Go.
Pause my story for a minute.
No. It's nothing that specific, but just because you brought up VR, they always have like the ads on the sides, like of, I don't know, usually it's Brazzers or Brazzers. I don't know, like that big, whatever. And it's all, they're showing off, or they're previewing VR porn. Like there's someone wearing a VR headset and then they're fucking someone or someone's fucking them. So I'm like, I guess VR is very much a porn thing too. So, you know, hey. That's all.
Don't worry, PlayStation censors their porn. So.
Oh man.
It's like the weird one where they like pixelate and blur out the body parts, and you just see their faces being like, it looks like they're being tortured because they don't enjoy it.
I don't understand how Sony of all the companies is being puritanical about that shit.
Yeah, well, you know. Speaking
My
of,
cat looks very unamused.
Right?
She's like, "Get your skanky ass out of my face."
Yeah. I've said that a few times. Not about a cat, though. Oh, anyways, good times.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Twitter is just under this new leadership.
I'm not ready for it to die, but if that's how it is, that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
maybe this will finally be how I wind up, and just not being on
social media. Like that'll be it. Like,
yeah.
That's yeah.
It's 1997 all over again.
I mean, for me, I only got on. I'll admit, the initial reason why I joined Twitter was to promote my books and my presence as an author. Instagram, I only got on because there's a contest where I could win Patriots season tickets, which I did not win, but then I kept the account. So like,
that's how they get you.
Yeah.
Then Tom Brady left, so you're fine.
So, I don't know. I'm trying to imagine what would be like the next, like Twitter-like a platform if Twitter were to go away. I mean, it's been around for a while and it's just got.
Well, I trust Jack Dorsey. I do.
Yeah.
I'm on Vero, which is basically the alternative to Instagram. And even though I don't have anywhere near as much traction on Instagram as I do on Vero, and I don't post enough on Vero, I like the landscape of it.
Yeah. Well.
Hey guys. I think we said enough on this topic. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
Not this episode.
All right, cool. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and roll this out here, but you know what? I'm gonna entice you guys to come back for the next episode of After Dark, because we're talking about OnlyFans in the next episode.
Oh yeah.
No.
All right. So I want to go ahead and give a big thanks to everyone that's tuned in and listened to us. We love you guys. And before we head out, this is how you can get in contact and stay on top of what we're doing. Corey, go first.
Well, if you want to be on top of me, you can follow. You can follow me at I am Corey HD on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on Nintendo Power Block, the Boss Rush Podcast, and plenty more here on the Boss Rush Network.
All right, Stephanie, get on top of this.
Oh no.
Well, you can find me on the internet, but not on Pornhub or OnlyFans.
I thought you were going to say not on top.
Being on top ain't my favorite. I'll be honest with you. Just it's too much work for me. At @cleanmop_author, Twitter and Instagram for now anyway. Boss Rush Podcast Wednesday nights, and my articles on bossrush.net.
Which, by the way, thanks for helping me out with the PlayStation stuff, because I've been slacking. I really have. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. It was just the VR thing, but
Yeah. Every little bit counts.
Yeah.
All right. As always,
that's what she said.
Yep. Along with lick it before you stick it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool. Don't be a dummy. Come on her tummy.
Oh,
We're doing this again.
Okay, I'm done.
As always, you can find me on social media, YouTube and Twitch, as well as PlayStation Network and Steam by looking up Exodus 803. Don't forget, Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Exodus803 is the Crossroads Video Game Podcast, where me and some friends talk about everything video games that revolves around PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. So don't forget, it's always a good time. Thanks a lot. Like I said, we can't do this without you. If you want to support us more, definitely hit up our Patreon. And this is it for this episode of Boss Rush After Dark. Come back next week, where we will talk about more things that are not always content approved or appropriate for our other anchor shows on the network here. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.